When you think of anime genres, usually the same few come to mind. Shonen, action, drama, slice of life, and maybe even some romance. Though you'd be surprised that those do not even remotely make up the vast amount of genres for this medium we all so love. Hello everyone, this is CRPG Monger, and today I want to educate you all, and really the community as a whole, on the dementia genre of anime. Now, before I go any further, let me give you a brief explanation of what the genre, or more like pseudo-genre, represents. Basically, dementia anime fall under shows with mind-bending plots. The kind that even after finishing the anime, you don't even know exactly what happened. And no, it isn't the same as the psychological genre of anime, though they usually go hand in hand. Now, you may be wondering, what anime fall under this genre? Well, unfortunately, there aren't too many, but you'd be surprised at the big names that have employed it. Like this little anime I'm sure you've never heard of, Neon Genesis Evangelion, and to be honest, considering how vastly watched the series is as a whole, you may be much more familiar with dementia anime than you think. So at the end of Neon Genesis, and this isn't a spoiler so no worries, for about 5 or so episodes, if I can remember correctly, the show basically goes extremely bizarre with so much philosophy, hidden meanings, and just moments that you cannot follow the first time watching. This is only exemplified in the finale movie End of Evangelion, but I'll just have to leave it up for you all to watch that since I don't want to spoil any of that fun stuff, since I could make an entire video on just that portion of Neon Genesis alone due to how much is packed into those episodes. But no, instead, I want to explain how the dementia genre really enhances the anime it's in and sets them apart from the rest. But I'll just say this now, anime that fall under this genre are really not for everyone. You absolutely must have patience and good observation in general just for you to understand the anime of this genre most of the time. Now, as I mentioned before, dementia isn't really a full genre on its own, like, say, action or romance. If I could describe it best, I would say it's more of an element than a genre, honestly, though an important element at that. I find that dementia anime really do have much more depth than nearly all other anime in general, the kind of depth where there needs to be a warning sign for drowning in the vast lake of bizarre scenes that seem to go nowhere and numerous undertones. Out of the popular anime that have this said genre, another fantastic example would be Serial Experiments Lain. One of the most cryptic anime out there in its entirety, surpassing most other anime with dementia elements. Throughout this entire anime, you cannot tell which scenes are real and which scenes aren't. And that is really a true dementia anime in my book. Not to mention in Serial Experiments Lain, even the music adds to the elements set by the genre, with the majority of the anime having a low static-like rumble in the background, making for an atmosphere that I really have not seen achieved by many others. And that leads to another one of the things that I adore with anime like this. The atmosphere set by all of these dementia elements. Just the unsettling and intriguing nature of the scenes entailed by the genre make for so many iconic scenes. Like the classic movie Perfect Blue, with just that entire ending sequence employing so many characteristics from the genre, all the while mixing them together with the predominant psychological themes of the anime. Though now, aside from just picking the genre apart to its core and analyzing how it affects the anime it's in general, why do I love dementia anime so much? Well, it really is quite simple. They're different. Oh, so different at that. In no other anime can you have moments where you actually have to pick apart scenes to truly understand them and what they mean, like you do in dementia anime. And that's just something I absolutely adore. Not to mention the gratuitous amounts of trippy and bizarre scenes are always a pleasure since I'm an absolute sucker for that kind of stuff. What I'm truly sad about though is just the fact that there really aren't that many dementia anime coming out, with the majority of them coming out quite a bit ago. Though there is still hope, since this year we should be getting an actual new season of Fooly Cooly, which is not only one of my favorite anime that employ dementia elements, but it's just one of my favorite anime in general. But to end this all off nice and sweet, the dementia genre of anime, genre or not, will without a doubt provide some of the most wholesome anime out there, one way or another. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, do subscribe, and today's cool thing of the day is Cat Soup, an OVA that barely anyone has really seen in my experience. It's one of the strangest things that I've ever watched, and it is honestly like an abstract art piece in anime form if I could describe it. You'll have to watch it. Oh, also, I don't have access to my usual editing software, limiting what I can actually do editing wise, so I have to apologize. But that being said, I'm the RPG Monger, and don't forget that each and every one of you are fantastic.